Okay, guys. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna answer some questions, or not questions, but comments, rather than typing them out right now because I'm having trouble with my hands, and I I like to answer every single comment, and I hope you guys have noticed that. So I'm gonna go back to the video that was titled 3/5/2013, a little about my dad and finishing all the trim work. I was able to write some of these out before things progressively have gotten worse. But 5 days ago, Jeff Chance, you wrote, "It was nice hearing about your father and your dog. Cheers and God bless." Thank you. My dad, he meant a lot to me. He was a good man. And my dog meant a lot to me too. She was my best friend. So thanks for the comment, and God bless you. Cheater 40 wrote, "Sounds like your dad was a great guy." He was. He was a super great guy. He I never realized how good a job he did until he died. And the pain that I felt when he died, I mean, it was so painful. And I knew at that point that my dad had done a good job, because I wouldn't have felt that way if he hadn't done a good job. So I hope, and this sounds, it sounds weird, but I hope my kids feel the same way I did, because then they'll know I did a good job. But thanks for the comment. Biker Pop 1969, he writes, "I lost my dad in 91. The memories never fade away. Your shop is looking great. You deserve it. You worked hard to get it." I've worked hard, that's true. And I hope to be able to use it and bring some cool stuff, videos along the way. I'm sorry about your dad. I know you know how I feel. They're always there. If you haven't lost your dad or your mom, take time to hug them, because it sucks when they're gone. They were my parents, and I'm sure you could, anybody, and Biker Pop 1969, I'm sure you can attest to this. At least for me, me and my dad didn't see eye to eye when I was growing up, when I was younger, but when I got older, he was my best friend, and I relied on him a lot. So thanks for the comment. Yehubin66 writes, "I'm glad you're able to be out in your shop too. I look forward to seeing how you set up and use your shop." I'm getting excited. I've been out there several times today. I made the video earlier that you guys have already seen, and I have big ideas, big dreams. So I hope I can achieve what I want. It'll be slow. This is a pay-as-I-go project, and I've said that before. But everything that I've done has been bought and paid for. I owe nobody nothing on that shop. That is all mine, and everything that's in it is all mine. So that I hope I am able to do what I want to do. I hope that the disease that I have don't hinder me in the abilities to do what I want to do. So thank you for the comment. Then we're going to go to started buying electrical stuff, March 10th, 2013. Let's see. All right. There's a lot of comments. Okay. I think it's Coral JD. You talked to me about my electrical stuff and the Square D brand. I didn't end up with the Square D brand. Square D brand, and this is why. Square D brand panel was a little cheaper, but their breakers cost a lot more. What's the name? Easton, and it's Hammer something or other. That's what I have on the outside pole, so that's what I just went to go ahead with on the inside of my shop. And the breakers are cheaper, so that's why I did it. And I have access, easier access to the Easton breakers, or the Eaton. I think it's Easton, or the Hammered. Sorry, but I have easier access to those. They're right here in town, where anything I would need for the Square D is at Lowe's in the other town. And yes, I am listening to you guys, but I don't think that'll make a great big difference. You can open the fixtures and wire the fixtures in series. You can take the plugs off and wire it to the Romex in a junction box. 120 amp breaker will run them all, or you could split them up. It is up to you. You could do it a number of ways. I elected to go with plugging them in. I can plug two to a socket, and I wanted to do 3 circuits. I wanted to do 6 on a circuit, and I know that's probably way overkill, but the electrician also he didn't recommend that. That's what I want. He wants me to cut it down to 12 of my lights and not use them all, but I want to use them all. He said that I could also run it in 14-2 with 15 amp plugs. I'm not too sure about that. Everybody I've talked to says, 20. So if you guys suggest 20, that's what I'm going to get. I will get what you guys suggest on the size of wire and breakers. You need to look at your local supply house if there's one in your area, instead of going to a big box store. I did. They were higher priced, except for the breakers, and that's why I went with the Hammered, Easton Hammer or something or other. Square D brand. You can get a home line value pack. The one I got, the Easton, was also a value pack, a little bit cheaper. It was 100 amp, 20 space for $56, and it comes with like 5 20 amp breakers and a double pole 30, I think. And I did get my illuminated switches. Greg, you said that Coral JD is correct. And then you answered my questions about the outlets and stuff that I had re-asked you, and I told you I would do that, so you knew it was coming. I'm just kind of reading through your stuff. If I have big questions on your stuff, Greg, I'll send you a text. But what you wrote to me is, basically what you said is Coral JD is correct. And you recommended I could put the receptacles between the fixtures, and that's where I got that idea. So, thank you, Greg. Hurl Butt 6805. First time I built a garage, it was a 212 garage with a 7-foot door, double wide. I put feet into it to support more than I had, so I brought 2 double 8-foot lamps, and then I just kept adding. So, yeah, Yeah, I would have done the same thing if I didn't catch these lights on sale. That's the only reason I've got 18 of them, because I caught them on sale. Or I would have went with the bigger lights. Tim's Beetle says you're doing better than I would. I'm not sure about that. I'll take credit where credit's due, but I don't think I'm any better at anything than any of you guys. I mean, I watch you guys do stuff, and you guys all have a lot of talent, and I have a lot of will, because so much has been taken away from me because of my diseases, that I'm tired of stuff being taken away. So I tend to overdo it, and that's what I've done. But it gets me, I've got great satisfaction in knowing that I put that building up, I'll tell you that. But I have no doubt in my mind you could put the same building up. No doubt in my mind. Hang on, guys. 1970 Chevelle 396. He wrote it would probably be better to get 8-foot lights that are hardwired in. I really don't see the difference. I could have spent, $30 a fixture on 8-foot lights, or $11 a fixture on 4-foot, and run 2 4-foots. So, for less money, and the bulbs are cheaper. So, if the 8-foots would have been on sale, I would have bought those. But it all works out. Busa 1949. Black won't reflect as well as white. Your idea of using outlets for the lights is a good idea. You can arrange them so that you can put 2 on each outlet. Yes, sir. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not too worried about the reflecting. Now, if it's bad, I'll come back and paint them. And somebody else wrote I could do that, I don't think I'm going to have a problem, because I have so many of them, and the inside of the shop's painted white. So I think I'll have plenty of reflection off the walls and stuff for the light. I think it's going to be more than bright. Street Rodder 100 writes, Greg sounds like he knows what he's talking about, and I believe him. I watch his videos. This brother can do anything. I like the black. It will be a little bit dimmer, or it'll be a little dimmer in light, but if they were cheap, it won't hurt to paint them. That's who told me I could paint them, right there. If you're not happy with the brightness, I think I'll be just fine with the brightness. I really do. Jeff Chance wrote, yeah, you'll want to install outlets for those. That's how they are in my barn. If you have some extra open outlets in the ceiling, it's a bonus. I absolutely agree. I would never be upset. If I had a few extra outlets, say 4, I could get the the extension cords that reel up into them. So that'd be great. Be up out of the way. Cheetah 40 writes, looking forward to watching the wiring part of your garage, since I don't know anything about wiring electrical. I've done a little bit of wiring. I wired in 2 lights in my bathroom with 2 switches that weren't there. I had to steal power off my GFI. There was 2 open lugs, and I came off the GFI and went up to the light, or up to my switches, and then out the switches up to the lights. But with Greg's help and what little I know, and me, I'm going to watch this electrician real close. I don't think I'm going to have a whole lot of trouble. I will have questions, but I'll make sure I film that more than what I have filmed of the shop. I didn't film a lot of the stuff that was going on with this shop because just because I shouldn't be doing I shouldn't have been doing what I was doing. So That's why I just show you what has been happening. But I can show you the wiring. I think I may have to be careful with that too. Alright, I'm going to move on to my last video here. Hopefully this is not too awful boring for everybody. This was the video that I just posted. It says the roof is almost done. A smile ear to ear. Also got 8 thumbs ups on it. That's awesome. I like that. WTBM123 writes, looking good. Hey, thank you. It means a lot, and thanks for all the help you've given me with the mumble stuff, and that helps a lot. It feels good to hear somebody tell you that it looks good, because I was being a little overcritical on myself, and I got called out on that, and I stopped it. But it does feel good to have somebody tell you that, so thank you very much. Buck's Woodshop says, nice to get a roof over your shop. Yes. I'll tell you what, now that you guys have seen the other video that shows it all, it really makes it feel like something else. I mean, it really feels good to have that roof. And, you know, to open that door and walk in it. It just, and this is going to sound stupid, but it's like it smells different. You know, you open that door and walk in and it's, I don't know, it's a shop. It's a garage, whatever you want to call it. It's a building. But it makes me happy. Very, very, very happy. The guys that I had helping me, my nephews are 16 or 17, him and his buddy. And those kids worked real hard. Not every single panel is perfect, which is okay. There's a trim that goes on there, and it'll cover all that, so it doesn't really matter if they're all perfect anyway, you know, if they're overhanging right or not. But for a couple 16-year-old kids, and I paid them $75 a piece and treated them to dinner. Not too bad. James Freddy's telling me how to have a good day. Thank you. Same to you. Have a great weekend, or the rest of the weekend, and have a great week at work. I enjoy everybody's videos too. I don't leave a lot of comments. Same reason I'm answering all these questions. Bullshit corner. The shop is looking amazing. Any plans once it's done to have a hoist installed? Yes, I will have probably, I don't know, I'll look at the prices, 2 or 4 at post. I'm not sure. I'll have to cut holes. I wanted to pour the concrete in preparation for that, but I didn't know exactly what brand, what size, what kind, you know, being 4 posts, 2 posts, whatever. So I'll have to cut the cement and pour some footings, deeper footings. I'll just dig it out with a post hole digger, and put some rebar in and get the bolts and stuff when it comes time. But that'll be my purchase next tax season, definitely. And then it'll just be figuring out which bay I want it on. So I'm not sure which bay I want it on. I would love to have 2 of them, 1 on each bay, but I don't know if that'll happen. We'll see. The Easy Jeezy writes, I wish I had a place to build something like that. Amazing how the stress and wind moves it around during construction. It's so windy here, it's unreal. You know, we're on the plateau, so it's so windy that I hate the wind. I hate the wind. I'm from the Northwest, and I used to say I hate the rain. And I hate the wind just as much as I hate the rain. But yeah, one panel that I showed that got damaged, it ripped it out of those guys' hands. Almost took my nephew with it. Almost took his friend with it because he tried to hold on, and almost took off my nephew's head. I mean, it hit him, and he folded over with it, and it took off. A lot of power, and it was just a light wind, a lot of force. But yeah, that wind can move that stuff around, no problem. Tim's Beetle writes, awesome stuff, Eric. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Feels good. Hope I hope one of you guys are able to come visit one day. If you're passing through, stop by and we'll have a beer. You guys have treated me really good, really good. Busa 1949. Busa 1949 has also been a huge help to me, and so has. He hasn't left a comment on this one. I'll get. Now I'm gonna have to look. Busa 1949. Greg Porter, and you might hear my computer kick off. Epic, Hakey, Epihackney. It's Epiphaknee. He has helped me a lot with questions and stuff. And Busa, if you guys didn't know this, he used to build these buildings a few years ago. So he's got hands-on experience, and it's been invaluable. But he writes, when you get ready to put the cap on, use a chalk line to make a nice straight line and put it above where the cap will come down so you can install your bird stop before laying the cap on. Actually, 2 lines would be helpful for you in bird stop. On my roof, I paid extra for the panels I got, and they're bent roof panels, and they sit down snug tight. And I think I showed that in the video that you guys already just seen. So I won't have a problem there. Where I'll have a problem is in, and I mentioned in the video earlier, but is in the trim going up the sides, because they don't make a foam for that when it's over a 12-2 pitch, and I'm at a 12-3. So I have to figure something out there. So any suggestions? Finn Painter on 1, looking good, Eric. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hey, you guys, you don't know what it means to hear that. You truly don't know what it means to hear that, especially with what I have going on medically. This old car writes, you're getting there, Eric, and it looks real nice. Cheers, old dude. Thank you. Slowly but surely, I've been chipping away at this for a while now, and you guys have been along for the ride. And I'm not nowhere done. It's we're just getting rolling, guys. So thanks for the comment, and like I said, it means a lot to hear that. Mr. Porter, oh yeah, and that's all I need to hear from Mr. Porter. Mr. Porter, when he writes something, well, whenever you guys write something, I listen. If you take time to write a comment or make a video to show me something, I'm going to do what I'm told. Because I don't want you to waste your time if I've asked you a question. And just to know, yeah, Mark from Mr. Porter means a lot, because I know that I'm on the right path. He's going to call it if I'm not. So, thank you. Ron4936 wrote, looking good. Thank you. Thank you. You can see how I'm smiling. It makes me feel good. Cheater 40. That's awesome, Eric. I'm so excited for you and your family. Thank you. This is it's been a long project. It's been exciting. Preston's very excited for the shop. They've been playing in it. It's like a big fort. but he's kind of taken a step back lately. Well, you know, I can't help do nothing with all the paneling, so, but we're definitely going to use it. So thank you. It is a family. It's a family deal. The whole family has helped one way or another, hands on. Biker Pop 1969. He wrote tonight. Sweet. I hope I can build one in the country. There. Okay. Sweet. I hope I can. He means he hopes he can build one of these shops. Build one in the country. They're building a house project behind me for drug rehab. I own the house, but I do not want to live around them, so I'll sell, and no choice. The mayor don't care what we want. That's happened to a good friend of mine. They put in a halfway house. Matter of fact, two of them, one just a few doors down and one about I don't know, about a mile away, and he lives in Oregon. And people that have been through the system and stuff, I got my sister-in-law just came out of federal prison. She's been locked up basically off and on for the last 17 years. She's a crackhead. They don't like to hear comments like we don't want them around, but there's reasons you don't want them around. You know, they're not known necessarily for being totally honest. But I do have a couple people I know that have made gains. But when they build those kind of houses or designate houses, it does drive down the property, because for every one person that does well out of there, 10 don't. That's my opinion. And if I hurt somebody's feelings, I'm sorry, but I don't mean to. But you know, you'll get your chance. You're gonna have your shop just like I got mine, and you know, I'll be sitting here writing you comments. I'm sure of it. So anyway, guys, thanks for all that you guys have done and said and helped and contributed and just everything. It's just been a great ride, and I look forward to many more videos, many more comments and stuff. I really do enjoy the comments. But it is hard for me to use my hands right now. So give me a couple weeks. I may have to make a couple videos like this, but I will get back to typing them out. To everybody, all my subscribers, new, old, soon to be, if you're watching for the first time and you like it, please subscribe. If you want to learn a little more about Arnold Chiari and Stringomyelia, let me know, and I'll make a video. If you want to learn about, I've got when you have one rare disease they find, you're going to have several other little things they find, and the two diseases I have go hand in hand. And I have a blood disease which causes me to blood clot 7 to 10 times more likely than an average person. So if you want to learn about that, just ask. I'm an open book, and I'm not going to bullshit you. So y'all have a great week and rest of a weekend today, and have a great week. Take care, and we'll talk to you later.